Duvel. Remember, life is too short to be drinking shitty beer. Welcome to another edition of Bands, Bikes and Booze Reviews. I was out about yesterday and I got hold of some of this Duvel stuff. This has been in the UK for a hell of a long time. It must be over 20 years. And I remember when it first came over and I tried it, and I remember thinking it was really strong, and it is. The percentage on this is 8.5, so that is pretty strong. This brewery, they're a Belgian brewery, but they own a hell of a lot of other breweries as well, and they've taken over quite a lot, despite themselves having a lot of trouble in the 70s financially. They had to they took to bottling Duvel beer, the Danish beer, and that got them out of trouble. And then after that, they just went from strength to strength and started brewing this again, but also with the contacts they made doing the Duvel stuff, they started exporting it, and it just took on from there. And now they own a hell of a lot of breweries. I'm not going to list them all, but there's American breweries in there and everything, so they're quite a big concern. This, the name is it's, I'm not sure whether it's Flemish, but I think it is. It's from the Antwerp-Ghent region of Belgium, and it's their word for devil. And originally this was called Victory Ale, and it was brewed to commemorate the end of the First World War. And sometime after that, some Dutch fella, I can't remember who it was, but he described it as a devil in a glass or a devil in a bottle, and the name sort of stuck and they renamed it Devil. So yeah, this is Duvel beer. It's brewed with malt and Saaz hops and dextrose as well. Dextrose is a kind of sugar. Now most brewers use glucose, but they use dextrose, and I'm not sure. I know it obviously influences the taste, but I'm not sure why they've used dextrose and not glucose. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Here's the cap. That's quite a nice cap they've got on that. Whether you can see that or not, but that, yeah, I do like that. Full colour cap. Full colour cap. Very nice indeed. Goes in the collection. What are we getting on the nose? Oh yeah. Right. But spirit alcohol. Hops. That'll be the Saaz hops, obviously. And the malt. And some lemon citrus in that as well. It's looking good. This is called a Belgian Golden Ale. Some people refer to that as a Belgian Pale Ale, but that's what it is. It's a light coloured ale in the same vein as Leffe is. But let's get it into the glass. I'm using one of these. I'm using the Steenbrugger chalice. Really, this should be drank in one of them tulip glasses, but I don't have one. And the reason I don't have one is I don't use that, or I don't drink that much Belgian beer to justify one. And I'm just looking in here. There is, oh good God, what is that? There is something in this glass, and I am going to get rid of it because I do not want that influencing the taste of the beer. There you go. Alright, let's get it in the glass, see what's going on. This is 8.5%, so it's not designed to be necked at a rate of knots. It is very lively. I can see that carbonation in there. That's just insane. It smells really strong as well. Look at that. Look at the levels of carbonation in that. That is just going for it. And that's got a 2.5 finger white head. Oh, there's just more of them SARS hops. And they use other hops in these. They do a double hopped and a triple hopped one, which I'm going to try and get hold of. I saw the double hopped one in Morrison's, but let me try this first and let's see what's going on. Cheers. God, that is strong. I find this a lot with these high ABV beers. When you drink them and they go down, you do get like a warming sensation, like you would with like a spirit, like whiskey or rum or anything like that. But you get it from that too, and it's quite nice. That's slightly cloudy as well. I don't know whether you can see that or not, but the carbonation is just, well, that's just insane. Let's get another one. That's such a white fluffy head on that. Right, so you're getting spirit alcohol all the way through. On top of that, you're getting them malts, them pale malts, and the SARS hops do give it like a citrusy type back end, but the alcohol does really dominate, and there's a sweetness to it as well, which I can only assume is coming from the dextrose that's in this. They used to list the ingredients on this. I remember reading the ingredients, but they don't put that on there now. I don't know why, but it's not there. What they do have is how to pour it, and yeah, that's it really. There is the back of the label, and that's giving you the instructions on how to pour it and how to you know, maintain that big head. There is the front of the label with the words Duvel, which, as I said before, means devil. This is super strong in flavour. It cannot be denied, or nobody can say that this is bland tasting. But it's nice. I like it. It reminds me of a super strong lager with additional hops on the back end, and as I said, that spirit alcohol going through it, but it's quite sweet as well from the dextrose, and yeah, you've got to treat this with respect. It's 8.5%, so you can't neck this like a lager, even though it looks like a lager. Well, it looks like a cloudy lager, but and that carbonation is just still going for it. But you don't really get that in the mouthfeel. It's not like, as I say, I don't know whether I will put it up, but I tried Erdinger yesterday, and the carbonation was absolutely insane. And I got it in my mouth, and it was just horrible. It was just way too fizzy, and it just killed any flavour there was in the beer. This is nice, even though you'd think that this was super strong. It's very fine carbonation on it. And I like that. I do like that. I'm going to give that a solid 7.5 out of 10. And would I recommend it? I'd recommend it, but don't buy it thinking that these are little dumpies, you know, like your little French dumpies and you can nick them. Because after a few of them at 8.5%, you will be flat on your back. I don't care who you are, you will be flat on your back, or you will certainly be feeling it. And you'll probably have the mother of all hangovers the next morning. So yeah, treat it with respect. And remember, beer is working class champagne.